Hey, good morning everybody. It's Eric with Eric's Garage AZ coming at you from the 15th annual Southwest Airlines annual Children's Party and Classic Car Show. Right. We're actually Southwest Airlines terminal here, or their
in their repair facilities.
Their repair facilities, yes. And the strip is right out here. The airstrip and the landing field, or whatever you call that, is right out there. But I got Michael here with me, and Michael, you've got a
1965 Chevy C-10 pickup.
Okay.
I've called Evil Pumpkin.
Evil Pumpkin. Right. Why do you call it Evil Pumpkin?
Well, because it's orange.
Well, look at this. Now this is orange. I mean, you want orange. Oh, dude, did you actually snag that Whataburger thing there? That's funny. So you have your own Whataburger number, right?
Exactly.
You pull up and they know what to get you, right? That's pretty cool. All right. So tell me about this. You, off camera, you said
built it at home in my garage, all by my frame-up restoration. So I call it my suspension upgrade gone wild.
Okay.
I had the motor pulled out, the doghouse, the whole front end of the truck pulled apart, had finished up the front suspension and firewall, and it was looking great. And I called Dad up. This is my first build. I've never built a hot rod before. Okay. And I called Dad and, hey, how hard is it to take the cab and the bed off of a truck? He goes, oh, just a few bolts. And? So opened up that can of worms, and 6 years later, this is what I came up with.
So this is a total frame-off restoration.
Yeah, complete frame-off restoration done in my garage.
These have been either, all these bolts and rivets and whatnot, have either been replaced or redone. It looks like you're using like an Allen wrench fitting in here.
Right, yeah, stainless steel hardware with the Allen fitting, just something different. I thought it dressed it up a little bit from the original hardware.
This engine is like, I like the chrome. I'm a chrome guy, and it works on this truck because it's really, really cool. So
it pops with the orange paint.
It does. It kind of definitely
does. As a kid going to car shows, I love cars. When you when I was a kid going to car shows growing up with my dad, I loved a clean engine bay, and I always wanted a car or vehicle lift the hood and just that wow factor.
Yeah, this is a wow factor here. So tell me about the engine. What is this engine? Cubic inches, horsepower, did you do anything to it, stuff like that?
It's small block 350, it's 30 over, it's got old comp cams, 80 series Magnum cam in it, and I've got AFR.
That gives it that little rumble.
Yeah, it's got a little rumble to it.
Good.
I've got AFR heads on it, Edelbrock intake and carburetor, and it's backed by a 700 R4 transmission. It's about 425 horsepower. It's a cruiser. My first trip out of the garage was 5,000 miles, hot rod power tour 2008.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was my first trip out of the garage.
Cool, way to go,
Made it home, no problems.
Wow, good for you. Now, have you done the hot rod power tours before or since then?
Yes, I've had this truck on 2 hot rod power tours. My dad and I have done about 8 or 9 long hauls and parts of about 16 of them total.
No kidding.
That's my favorite car vacation.
That's pretty cool. Way to go, man.
Great chance to see the country. Have made a lot of friends too.
I'll bet you have. Yeah, you're really nice, easy to talk to kind of guy, so that makes it even easier, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. Now let's take a look at this here. I mean, you've really done a lot of really neat things. As far as it's clean, it's like not overdone. This is kind of like a less is more kind of approach to it, isn't it?
Yeah, just cleaned up really nice. Yeah. Everything trying to be organized in place.
Right.
And
I noticed no fancy stripes, but you do have some big fat. What are those? 22s? 20s?
20 by 8 in front, 20 by 10 in the back.
Okay, a little bit of bite in the back there.
Yeah, 315s in the back, 295.
And your body panels is like really super clean here.
Spent a lot of time with a long board wet sanding this thing to paint it.
Really? Wow.
So I painted it in sections. The first part I painted was the cab and the fenders. Painted it home in my garage. I made a booth and an air ventilation system in my garage.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. It's a little loud here, folks.
That's okay.
We're at the airport.
It's like home. I live close to close to Luke, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I couldn't think of Luke Air Force Base. The planes are flying over the house all the time. I love them.
Yeah, I love the jets myself. Yeah. So, me too, man. It's we got to live in one of the safest places around.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's gonna mess with the Air Force.
No.
I mean, right? If they have common sense, Yeah. So now let's look at the inside of this. Can we open this up a little bit?
Definitely.
All right, cool. Wow, look at this. The door panels, everything is just like really, really, really clean. Look at all this. Are those new gauges? Are those?
Yeah, I've changed the gauge. I found an aluminum insert and put odometer gauges in there. Had the bezel chromed to go around it. I thought that would look nice around it.
It does.
I've got a DVD player with flip-up screen. I did a steering column. I made the panel for my air conditioning. I didn't want to cut holes in the dash.
Oh, that's cool. That's what that stainless steel is here. Is that aluminum?
It's just aluminum, and
okay.
I brushed the finish.
Oh, that's perfect.
To get a
right.
brushed look
cool.
on it. The seats are out of a 2004 Chevy Silverado.
Oh, they got to be comfortable.
Yeah, I measured them out, and they fit the floor pan perfect. I just had to drill new mounting holes.
Sure.
And then I was able to find the matching material to cover the door panels
No
with.
kidding. That's pretty cool. I'll bet this is fun to drive.
Oh, it's comfortable.
Yeah, and you said it's an automatic too, which
right,
makes
automatic.
it even easier.
Oh, we've had to we deadheaded all the way to Des Moines, Iowa to meet some friends for Power Tour, and I think we were in the car 24 hours straight. Without a problem, seats comfortable. Wow. And a lot of old cars, when you ride for 8 hours, your body hurts when you get there. But with the new seats, it's great to ride in.
Now look at this. You have the
white oak.
Yep, the wood here.
Yeah. A white oak bed. A buddy of mine.
You say it's a wide out bed?
White oak.
Oh, white oak. White oak. White oak. He did say white oak. You know.
Not white out. Yeah, white oak.
Yeah.
White oak.
White oak.
A friend of mine, his dad's been building boats for 40 years.
Okay.
Old wood boats. And when it came to doing the wood, I asked him what to do. So everyone was clear coating it, and I see him after a few years, and the clear coat paint is cracked and come off the wood. And he told me just do Helmsman's marine varnish. So I thinned it down 50-50 with turpentine, put like 3 or 4 coats top and bottom, and then I have 7 coats on top of that, and I just took a light, sandpaper and just scuffed it, and then put a new coat on there. Not enough to take any of the buildup off, just enough for the next layer to stick to it. And then I tubbed it. Back when people were doing the trucks, everyone just looked like a 50-gallon drum they cut and make a wheel tub out of.
Right.
So I cut the center section out of my wheel wells and wrapped them in new flat sheet steel.
Now, did you make this tub yourself?
I did.
You made it yourself?
Yeah, I fabbed it myself.
That's a lot of work.
They're about 5.5 inches wider than stock.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So you can go with wider tires if you wanted to.
Yeah, I could have. But when I had my tires done, I did a custom tire from Bond Speed, and they were a little pricey to go any wider. So I've got 315s on there.
It's like the wider you go, the
price goes up really quick.
Relate to that. And now look at this, folks. This is just, you did say
the Evil Pumpkin.
Evil Pumpkin.
My buddy came up with that name.
That's a pretty cool name, Evil Pumpkin here.
I was thinking of orange juice.
Oh, yeah?
I couldn't go with that.
You don't want to go with orange
Some
juice.
people understand why.
The reference. Yeah, we get the reference. Yeah. Well, Mike, I tell you, thanks.
Thank you.
This truck is like a really cool truck, and I want you guys to enjoy the video. Hopefully you will, as much as I enjoyed shooting it with him. Michael, thank you so much for the opportunity to do this video. I'd like to say in Eric's Garage AZ land, drive it like you stole the bitches. Be sure to tune in, subscribe, share, post up any comments or questions at all, anytime you want. Love you guys. Peace out.